Yes, we have blood.
Even though she's kind of cheating when it comes to
no, we don't know.
She's his Pokemon.
Yeah, she's my Pokemon. Come here if you want to be in the review. Come here. You like the review? And we also have Pikachu with us. How are you doing today, Pikachu?
F*** you.
That's good. So yeah, this is our Detective Pikachu review. So this is the story about Detective Pikachu.
Yep.
There's like a detective story with Pokemon.
Yep.
So yeah. So gotta catch them all.
Or review them all, or review all movies.
Review them all.
Gotta review them all.
Gotta review them all. Pikachu. So yeah. So we're starting to start the movie. Okay. So the main character. Pardon me. Sorry. The main character as Tim.
Pikachu.
So before that, spoiler warning, we're getting to it. So the main character called Tim, apparently he lost his father to a car accident, and he hasn't got a mother either. Moving around. And he finds his Pikachu, played by Ryan Reynolds, who absolutely steals this movie.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds is fantastic as Pikachu. They got Pikachu right.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done.
Spent the entire year as Detective Pikachu.
So yeah, so I really think they really nailed the Pokemon in this movie. Like I like the way they interact with the real world a bit.
Another video game movie they actually got right for once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, when I heard they were making a Detective Pikachu, I even thought that it was going to be animated because when it comes to live action, I was a bit worried when it comes to live action because I worried they might mess up the Pokemon.
I think they actually did it really well.
Yeah, they nailed the Pokemon.
Yeah, like when you actually see like Pikachu. That's what I imagine Pikachu to look like in live action. When you see like Bulbasaur, Charizard, and all those Pokemon
like Greninja,
Torterra, like those are the that's how I imagine these Pokemon to be. First of all, like before we carry on, I just want to say that I'm not particularly a big Pokemon fan. I like Pokemon. I know you two are probably like bigger Pokemon fans
I'm
than me.
just. Like, let's just say like average. Like you don't know nothing about Pokemon much. I'm medium, which means like
I know a bit about Pokemon.
I've seen a few, and I don't watch the anime, but I played last game I played was X and Y.
Yeah.
And
you only played it for the story, not for the game.
And also for the start original Pokemon as well.
I think I know a bit about Pokemon because my sister was more of a bigger Pokemon fan than me, but I never really got into Pokemon as much as most people. I know you're a really big fan of Pokemon. Yeah. So
he's a freaking Pokemon nerd.
But so as a Pokemon fan, how did you feel this move incorporated the world of the Pokemon?
Well, it took me out to surprise because I thought it was never going to work again. What I said, I was a bit worried because video games, movies based on video games have a bad reputation.
It's still going on even today.
Yeah.
Should we mention about Sonic?
Yeah,
oh my god!
Oh god!
It's okay. They're fixing the design.
Well, at least the
it might be
director
good. It might the design still might be good.
Or it could be 10 times worse.
But there's past failures with movies based on video games, like the Super Mario the Mario Brothers.
There was a Mario movie.
Yes, there
was.
When did this happen?
Yeah, I know. It's either I just completely forgot it even happened, or the movie was just so bad it just never happened.
Yeah. Anyway, there's Alone in the Dark, Blood Rain.
I will admit that Tomb Raider, the new one, was actually quite good.
Tomb Raider was actually quite alright.
Yeah, it actually lived up to the new reboot.
Yeah, but going back to Detective Pikachu, because you seem to really like this movie as a Pokemon fan. I like this movie, not as a Pokemon fan, but I did have fun with this movie. I didn't think this was the best movie of all time, so I'll get to my complaints in a bit. But I did actually have a lot of fun with this movie. I was never bored. And the relationship between Pikachu and Tim. I don't know.
You were struggling then.
I was just trying to get the
Timber!
And I really liked their relationship. I thought they had good chemistry with each other and how they bounced off one another. So what did you really think about it?
I absolutely loved it. I mean, if my library wasn't, my library DVDs wasn't full yet, this year would probably fill my collection of DVDs right up.
Yeah. So yeah, I really liked this movie as a Pokemon movie. I thought the designs were really great. You know, they really look like, you know, the Pokemon what I imagine like Pokemon to look like in real life. However, I did like this movie as a Pokemon movie. I didn't like it as a detective movie. Because, like, the reason is because with a detective movie, you need sort of like a mystery. You need to, like, sort of like what Scooby-Doo does.
Yeah.
Like, every single episode of Scooby-Doo.
Let's not mention about the Scooby-Doo movies.
I like them. You shut up. I really I like this, like, you know, sort of like Scooby-Doo. It's like every single episode of Scooby-Doo, it leads to a good mystery. With this one, I kind of saw I kind of saw what the mystery was coming from a mile away. Well, I didn't really know the plot or the plan. I did know who the villain was, what they were doing, and just like it was just like, couldn't you like make it a little bit more of like a mystery?
Yeah, you kind of seen it all before, haven't you?
Yeah. So yeah, how did you guys feel like as a detective movie? Like not as a Pokemon movie. Like scrap the Pokemon out and just imagine this as like, you know, just running around in the sun. Like imagine like as a detective movie. What would you think? How would you feel like, you know, this was told as a detective movie?
It needs. I'd say like basically, like it needs a little more action and mystery to it.
All right. If you want to include anything else?
Like there could be like a few drama scenes. Like if we're talking like proper like detective movie, we could have like a few drama scenes, to get the audience intent.
Well, they were quite a good drama scenes.
Yeah.
They were quite good. They could have been better, but they were quite decent.
Yeah.
What about you? How do you feel like this whole?
You have to see it as a detective movie. Just scrub all the Pokemon
Yeah,
out.
I know. I'm saying it was. I kind of guessed that the guy in the wheelchair was the villain because because when they say like
he's a British guy and businessman. Of course he was the
villain. When they mentioned that he was suffering from a disease, that gave me a clue because most villains they always do
a clue. Oh, sorry.
They when it comes to like villains, they always have a reason why they're doing it, and it's either they abuse or one of them is they're dying out, and that's why gave me a clue because he wants to cure himself from the illness. So
another thing that not really complain about the movie, but I've said this before that with the advertising, I wish they didn't show Mewtwo. It's because like with Mewtwo is that like when I saw him in the trailer, I was like, oh my god, they actually did him. But like when you see him in the movie, you know he's gonna come. I wish they would have saved that for the movie. And like this is really like at the opening, you do see Mewtwo in like, you know, a lab, and it looks like, you know, the how the origin of Mewtwo. But what happens is that with Mewtwo is that you see him at the start, and you think that he's the one that, you know, killed his dad.
yeah.
And there's this brilliant, and like I wish they just had like the car there, and he just gets exploded. And it, like this is brilliant shot at the end with Mewtwo, you know, when like they're in like Bill Nighy's like, you know, house, and he puts like this virtual reality set on, and he puts like the virtual reality set on, and like it shows like the shot of Mewtwo. I was like, that could have been so cool to see if they didn't show Mewtwo in the trailer, and if they didn't show him at the start of the movie. I feel like that's just my little complaint that I have. Like, not that Mewtwo was done horribly. I thought Mewtwo was done very well in the movie, especially like even with like the fact that Mewtwo's like gender neutral.
Yeah.
Because if you actually listen to his voice, you can actually hear like, you know, the man and the woman side of Mewtwo.
Yeah.
Because at one point in the anime, Mewtwo was a man and just switched to a woman.
Well, actually, it was
what happened there?
It was a different Mewtwo with a different laboratory.
Oh, okay. But no, like I like it that you know they kept on like, you know, like they had like the opportunity to like be like, okay, like, you know, we can actually use like two different actors to keep like the gender neutral thing on there. But I thought Mewtwo was actually done quite well. How do you think Mewtwo was handled?
Well, I heard about your criticism about Mewtwo appearing in in the trailers, but I thought they're going to have a twist with it, and I was right. They did have a twist in it. Mewtwo came here to say, "I'm going to kill every human ever. Humans are bad."
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah, I definitely like agree that they definitely had like another twist with Mewtwo, which I did like.
Yeah.
I mean, he did actually say in the movie that he did feel like that humanity is bad.
Yeah.
Like, and he did say that at the start of the movie. Well, not at the start of the movie, but through the movie. But no, I like it that he wasn't like trying to
learn his lesson from the start of the movie.
Yeah.
He already learned his lesson from the start of the movie, not like at the end.
Yeah, but no,
He didn't go, "I want to kill humans." At the end, "Oh, humans are not that bad."
Yeah, I'd like we don't really need to go through that story again. Well, what about you? What do you think how Mewtwo was handled?
I think he was handled absolutely perfectly. Basically, because like I would like to talk about something where like Pikachu got a critical hit.
Oh yeah.
And then
We'll explain that later.
Yeah. I'll come back later to that bit. Like how you just went like, but I just think they handled Mewtwo just perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, I wish they didn't show it in the trailer and the advertising and the start of the movie.
I guess they just wanted to kind of make you feel like, oh look, Mewtwo's there. But guess what? He's the bad guy.
But they didn't show Red Skull in Infinity War in the advertising, and that was like a moment where I was like, well, I literally gasped in the movie theatre. I didn't expect that, and I just thought that would have been really cool to see in the movie. Yeah. Also, like the background characters of how they handled Mewtwo. No, not Mewtwo, but the background Pokemon.
Yeah, like Arcane, Growlithe.
Squirtle. Like, there's a bit where you see Squirtle like working for the fire department.
That's actually clever.
Yeah, that was quite cool.
Using water Pokemon to pick up fire.
Yeah,
just can't wait for Tidal Wave just to knock out the. Just wait till they learn Tidal Wave.
Or push it rain dance.
Yeah. Or just like.
But like, I mean, like having Pokemon like having like everyday jobs, like.
Charmander being a chef.
Charmander being a chef, and you have what's that?
Rattata being a chef.
Rattata being a chef. Rattata being a chef, and just like a bunch of Pokemon just wandering around, and like I like how they how they handled all of like how the Pokemon adapt to this world. The other thing that I didn't really care that much about in the movie were the human characters. Now, I didn't think they were done horribly, and I thought the actors did a good job. I just didn't really care that much about them. And then from like the Pokemon, like I didn't really care about Tim that much. I didn't really care about the reporter and the romance they had with the reporter. Like I didn't really care that much about that. Yeah, I just didn't really care that much about it. What was your overall thoughts about the human characters?
I mean, they were fine. They're just there to show that it's not just Pokemon, because there are humans that train Pokemon. That's part of the whole.
Pokemon train Pokemon?
No, humans training Pokemon, and that's the whole thing with Pokemon. That they have to have.
But what about the human characters' personality? Like
I find that they were fine. I think they were okay in the movie.
Okay, can you explain?
They showed like a lot of personality in it, and
what was Tim's personality?
Hmm?
What was Tim's personality?
He just didn't want to interact with.
That's not a personality.
What?
That's not a personality. A personality is like
a loner. He just doesn't want to be with everyone. He didn't want to have a Pokemon.
That's something that that's not a personality.
I don't know what personality.
A personality, like if you were describing me, how would you describe me?
A person that always criticizes the people who talk.
That's a person. No, a personality. Like
Can I try judging you?
Go on.
I think you're stubborn. You're a bit humorous.
You see what he's saying? That's a personality. Like if you describe like that, like do you get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, what do you think Tim's personality was?
I don't know. He's boring. Okay, you want me to say he's boring?
I just want you to be honest. What's your thoughts on the human characters?
I think they like the bond between Pokemon and humans. They were like quite close to each other. I mean, like each So like, if they're a fire type, that means they're all like quite stubborn and.
Wait, sorry. What was that again?
Basically, like, it means like, I don't know. It's quite hard to describe, but basically, if I had to describe Tim's character, it was basically like he was like learning how to cope with loss and.
That's not personality though. That's something that he does, but it's not a personality. You want to know why? Because Tim doesn't have a personality! Is there anything else we can say?
Like the illegal Pokemon battle, where it's like supposed to be all hot.
That was quite cool.
Yeah, in harmony.
Yeah.
No, I like the idea of Pokemon and humans in harmony, where they didn't.
And we get to see Charizard as well.
Yeah, I did actually have a complaint about that one because that's the whole thing with Pokemon. Pokemon wants to battle, and how are they gonna like evolve?
Yeah, this was like a.
And banning it, it kind of ruins the point of Pokemon.
They're trying something new, alright? Like Pokemon run free, like living side by side without having to live in Pokeballs.
I think that was the point of the city. The city was to have like Pokemon humans.
Yeah, like just.
It sounds kind of boring. You know, no battles.
But we had a good movie.
Yeah, I know.
They're living in peace.
Yeah, they live in peace. They don't want to live in tiny balls.
They don't want to live in tiny balls. They don't want to battle. They just want peace.
Yeah,
and they have decent jobs. They get paid. One of them is the detective. We have a detective Pikachu. Ain't that right, Pikachu?
I was on my way to pick up my daughters from school when I heard that I got the role. Well, I didn't show up at school because Detective Pikachu, he doesn't know who those two little girls are.
So I guess that's everything we can say about the movie.
Yeah. I actually did have a criticism about it. It's just a little nitpick that I had when Pikachu said, "Oh my Arceus."
Yeah.
That's actually pissed me off because in the anime they actually call him because Arceus is like the god of all Pokemon. He's like. Do you see those statues in the guy in the wheelchair? Those statues. Yeah, and you see the one in the middle. That's Arceus. That's what Pikachu said. Oh, Arceus. Arceus is like the god of Pokemon, and I actually call him Arceus. That's how I pronounce his name.
You sure that's not just like the way the Americans?
No, that's what they call it in the anime.
You sure that's not just how like Americans like pronounce it though?
I think so. I just prefer Arceus. It sounds cooler.
Okay, but I feel like if
it's a little nitpick.
Okay, but if Americans pronounce it that way, because it's like when we say all and they say all, like that's just like way they pronounce it. So is that all we can?
And I didn't say about what I thought on like my favourite bit of the Mewtwo, like when Pikachu got a critical hit and got knocked out.
Oh yeah.
And then like Bulbasaur's all came to and led Tim and his friend to Mewtwo. Yeah,
I thought it was going to be another legendary, like a healing, like Xerneas, the deer legendary that can heal people.
Yeah. And the nitpick I had was right at the end, where it turned out that. Spoilers. Basically, right at the end.
I think I do.
Yeah, right at the end where Pikachu was his father the whole time, and I'm just like.
What was your? I noticed that in the theatre. Like, what was your problem with that scene?
Like it's been done so many times, and like I just wanted to expect something new from Pokemon, but it's like.
I think as soon as I saw what the villain's plan was, I kind of knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, how did Tim not know that was him? It's the exact same voice. How did he not know? He's known his father. He knows his father. He knows his father's voice. He'd be like, how does he not know whose voice is? I think he would know, what your father's voice was.
I think it's because since the separation, he's been.
That doesn't matter if I knew my father. If I didn't see my father when I was about 12 years old, and right now I see my dad in the streets. He comes up to me. I think I would remember what he sounds like. Especially when Ryan Reynolds has a pretty distinct voice.
Okay.
You can pretty tell who he is. He has a distinct voice and personality. You can pretty much tell who he is. How did Tim not know? Can you explain that to me, Pikachu?
I thought Ryan Reynolds couldn't be any more adorable than he already is.
That's what I thought. Okay, so I think
I got one more criticism.
Go on.
It's the whole giant Torterra thing. The whole mountain.
the mountain.
Oh, yeah.
I really hope that was just a hallucination. I really don't want it to be, because I find that really goofy. You know, I find that hard to believe that there are actually giant Torterra creatures.
Yeah, all our mountains are actually giant tortoises, actually.
Yeah, because it would make sense if it was a giant legendary like Groudon or something, but giant Torterras, no, just no.
Okay. So I think we'll give it a rating now. What would you rate this movie?
I'll probably give it a 7 or an 8.
Alright, why?
Because it was good, but there were like a few like nitpicks with the film, like with I did find it amazing. It's just wasn't. I just can't remember it. It's just basically like a few little nitpicks, really.
Alright. Okay, well you've already explained them anyway.
Yeah.
What would you rate this movie?
I give it a 9 out of 10. I liked it. There's some nitpicks that I had with it, but I think Ryan Reynolds did a great job as Detective Pikachu. I enjoyed seeing the Pokemon. So yeah.
So you enjoyed it then?
Yeah.
For me, I would probably give it a 6 out of 10. I liked the movie. I thought it was a good Pokemon movie. I didn't really think it was particularly great detective movie, but I liked Pikachu. I liked how it's done. I didn't really care that much about the human characters, but I thought the actors did a really good job. But yeah, I liked how they, set up the world of the Pokemon.
Yeah.
I thought it was set up really well, and how it was done in reality was just like how exactly I imagine how these Pokemon look. So I thought it was good. I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was great, but I don't really have an urge to see it again. So so I think that's all we can really say.
What about Pikachu? What about his opinion?
Oh yes, Pikachu. What did you think of this movie?
Bringing Detective Pikachu to the big screen is a privilege that I don't take lightly.
Oh, fuck you too. So I guess that's all we can really say. So what did you think of Detective Pikachu? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Sorry if you see us arguing too much, just because Roland's a bit too stubborn. But comment down below, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.